Welcome to Patrick Roberts, our new timeline.
This is not me. I don't do live streams at almost 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm just having a dream. So we're gonna have a live stream tonight. This morning. Uh, so we're gonna have a live stream this morning, and it's going to be a dream live stream. You are all in my dream because I'm sleeping right now. It's 4:40 a.m. Could I be will wait, if I'm in a dream, I want digital to show up. Digital Intel, will you show up and come on my stream? Do you think that will happen, guys? I don't know. If I'm dreaming, there's got to be a way to like that movie, that Dream Within a Dream. What is it called? Dream Within a Dream. What the heck was that movie called? Hello, Martin, Bit of Venom, Chloe. Yeah, I'm trying to manifest Digital Intel joining the stream. And if he does, I know I am in a dream. Well, anyways, oh hey Joe, what's up? Um, and I have a lot of people on my stream, and very seldom do we have digital. Hey yo, digital. Hey, can you join the stream? Do you want to join the stream? I'll put a link out there. Holy shit. Oh my god. What the hell is happening? Digital, hold on. I'll put a link out there. Invite, copy. I'll put a link out. Let's see. Post a comment. All right, there we go. Holy fuck. Holy shit. I am dreaming. I'm freaking dreaming, man. Holy shit. So this means I have to be dreaming. So you are all in my dream right now. So if I'm in your dream, then you're dreaming me, and I'm dreaming you. Huh. Well, I think he said he was gonna join. I put the link out, so let's see. He hasn't joined yet, so what sorcery is this? I can't believe not even 3 minutes before digital came, 5 minutes maybe, I don't know. Before digital came in, I was like, wouldn't it be cool if digital joins? Because digital don't normally join my stream. He's joined a couple, but I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if digital Intel joined the stream? And then all of a sudden, 3 or 5 minutes later, he's like popping in the chat. So I said, I think I'm in a dream. If he shows up, I know I'm dreaming. If he actually shows up and wants to come on the stream, I'm dreaming. I have to be dreaming. Hey, Didge.
Hello, my name is the Dream Master. I am the Dream Master.
You made my dream come true. I can't believe that you
Oi.
actually showed up. Like, what time is it there?
Okay, so it is 8:46 p.m. on Saturday night, and I'm doing my usual trick of not socializing. Pardon me, I just had a soft drink.
Okay.
I'm not socializing. I am recovering from the lurgy.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm here just to be inside your dream.
Are you wearing a mask?
I'm not wearing anything.
You're not being safe. Okay, so Digi, do you want to let the chat off the hook?
Do I want to let him off the hook? Everyone needs to take off their clothes right now. We're going to do a naked stream. No, I'm sitting here eating my dinner.
What you eating?
I'm having meatballs and cabbage. It's
Meatballs
nice.
and cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really need to start eating some cabbage. I haven't eaten cabbage in a long time. Is it easy to make?
Right. So
all you got to do is boil it, right?
Yeah. So what I do, right? So because I used to think, oh, cabbage is terrible, but when you cook cabbage is so good. And if you have like meatballs, you cook the meatballs first, and then you just chop up cabbage and throw it in, because it's got all the fat from the meatballs coming out and all the spices, and that's mixed with the cabbage. The cabbage cooks, and you just have it to like one pot. So good. So good.
Wow, we got a lot of awesome people in here already. I mean, like 10 people already. Maybe I should start doing the streams at this time in the morning.
Yeah.
I think that might work instead of 10 o'clock at night and then going like until so long in the morning. I might as well start in the morning and go all night.
You could do 4 p.m. You could do a 24-hour stream.
Yeah. Of what?
Of streaming. So you could be like, you could have a snooze in the background. Just switch over to your avatar. Switch over to the avatar, and you can have a snooze and let everyone else run things. Once you've had a few hours sleep, just wake up and jump back in. We could have like a 24-hour Mandela stream. Oh, and someone in here, Joe Bloor, asks, have you even slept yet, Patrick?
No.
So you're on a Friday night bender.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that.
What's happening over there, man?
Nothing. I was actually just bumming around YouTube, and I was looking some stuff up. I was actually looking stuff up on you. I wanted to see when I looked at your channel and I seen the video, Rain's video. And after I seen Rain's video, I went and looked at your channel, and I seen a video on there. Actually, it was a live stream of you talked about like where are we, or where something titled like that just a few weeks ago. And I wanted to watch that, but I didn't have time. So I went to come back to it tonight, and it was gone. And I'm like, damn it. And I see you deleted all your live streams.
Look, it's one of those things where, Life Matrix, how Life Matrix takes his down. I used to disagree with him doing that because I loved his videos. But now I know, like, if you want to take your own videos down, you can. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to pack up and come back another day, you can do that. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Thank God
I didn't know what it's the title sounded interesting, so I don't have a problem with doing it. I actually took our late out the one we did for 8 hours in a row the other night. I took that down right away. Because
Why?
I think it was 8 hours long and there's just way too much said in there that I didn't want to take a chance. I'm on 2 strikes right now, so I just didn't want to take a chance with it.
The whole time I was on, there was no. I mean, I don't talk about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
If I say anything, it's like, oh, the last few years, and that's about it. That's the
Right.
extent of
That's
it.
all you really need to say. That really, I mean, everybody knows what you're talking about. We all,
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, there's all of that, but
that's what that's what honestly has hurt me over the years, is having to cave into fucking YouTube. And not only that, I've gotten way off base of where I originally started the channel with, and I didn't want to be stuck in the past. Whatever has happened in the last few years has happened, and I don't want to be, keep going with it. And I wanted to get back to normalcy as far as talking about the Mandel effect, but pretty much even bypass the Mandel effect. I'm kind of over finding Mandel effects and all that. I just want to focus on putting our ideas together about what's going on, how we're dealing with it nowadays, and helping each other with that. And because we came together 6-7 years ago, and we've all become very good friends now, and I don't foresee that changing in the future. So we're gonna have a nice long eternity together, talking. So while we're here on this earth, this part of it, I'd like to rein it in, my channel, into the ones who really want to be there for each other.
Yeah, I think that's a really noble thing. Unfortunately for you, Patrick, I've got some bad news. We're all here in this together. I can already see from excuse me, I can already see from looking into the chat, there's people here, some of which I know, like Chloe and Bit of Venom, and some new people that I don't know, that I'm probably not new, but just I haven't been around. But unfortunately for you, Patrick, the Mandela effect just doesn't go away. From my experience, it just comes back knocking on the door.
Yeah.
You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. But your mission of having relationships and friendships, that's something that that's something that is really important. And I begin to realize that I whenever something like this comes up, you always question yourself, right? You go like, well, why did I do what I did? Or am I happy doing what I'm doing? Or whatever the question, whatever it is that comes up for yourself when you reflect. And given everything that's happened along the way, I'm comfortable where I'm at. I've stayed in touch with the people that count. The people that don't count are still causing trouble in the chat, in their chat and their space. I don't know. So this is over to you. I'll ask you the question, and you can shut me down, and I don't mind. But like I really want to know who these people were that were giving you grief about your channel, man. Like I'm a bit of a name and shamer. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm not asking you to do that at all. I'm not telling you to do that. But tell me a little bit about what happened with that. What happened?
I trust you very much, Stitchy, that I will tell you in person.
Okay.
In private.
All right, that's fine. But I mean, for me, you know, I the very first thing I did this morning here on Saturday morning in Australia was search for Star Wars Lego, just to see. I mean, I enjoy making Lego and I love Star Wars, so I was like, what would I really like if I had a lot of money? And I was looking at all the big sets and things like that, and one of them that came up was the trash compactor. Of course, that came up. And do you know what it's called? It's called the trash compactor. It's not called the garbage masher.
Yeah.
So, you know,
yeah.
this Mandel effect is not going away.
That name just sounds like so funny, like almost a comic book type trash compactor. Is that what they call it now? Trash compactor? Is that the name of it? Oh,
it's
garbage masher.
Yeah.
Trash compact. No, shut down the trash compactors and what was I thinking? What is the name?
Mashers. They call it garbage mashers.
Garbage mashers. It sounds like the garbage mashers. Garbage mashers. Like you know them babies that they used to make up on the cards, and they would make it after like Hiroshima or something, a big atomic bomb, his brain blew up because of they would rhyme something with something, whatever.
I have no idea.
Like Tommy the atom bomb, or Tom the Garbage Pail Kids, I think it was called.
Oh, Garbage Patch Kids. Patch Kids.
Yes.
Patch.
Now put that with a car. Yeah, put that.
Yeah.
Cabbage. Yeah, we're on cabbage again.
Cabbage. Oh my god.
But put that name on one of them cards. If you've seen a card with the Garbage Pail Kids, they were like kids, right? And if you put like a saying to trash, this is a long way around this whole ordeal. Garbage pack. What's a garbage pack? Garbage packers.
Chloe says it's Garbage Pail Kids.
Is it Garbage Pail Kids? Where did we get Cabbage Patch? Oh, there's Cabbage Patch Kids, isn't there?
Yeah, there's Cabbage Patch Kids, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm talking about the Garbage Pail Kids, yes. Yes.
Garbage Pail Kids.
There's so many different ones. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I got that it all sounds, everything is like a movie now, like just to watch 5 minutes of the news, and it looks like it looks like I'm watching a fucking movie. Yeah, go ahead.
I know. So I mean, this is a sensitive topic, but for me, I'm pretty open about it. Like, this whole thing about like people wanting to change genders and stuff, like that, and tell me where I'm crossing the line and I'll stop because of the the censors and stuff. But you're born with a penis or a vagina, right?
Right. Yes.
And that determines whether you're a man or a woman.
Right.
And if you're a man and you
The
cut off your
pro,
dick, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Or if you're
the
a
pro,
female,
yeah.
yeah, go on. No, you
I
say it.
just
I don't want
wanted
to
to
cross the line.
say no, I
Yeah,
just want to say real quick, the problem is the propaganda. Them kids were hit so hard with the propaganda, and the cell phones and the iPads were the thing when they were when they were babies. They were just all things were coming out, things were new. You let the kids on there way too much. I know I let my kid on there way too much,
right.
and then they see all that shit, and they start believing that shit.
Yeah,
There's
see, and
I don't know how
again,
many different
people
agendas
might,
or whatever.
yeah, and see, for me is, for me, I don't mind if there's someone who's done that. This is where, like, I really want people to know that, like, if there's someone who's cut off their dick or added a penis to their vagina or whatever they've done, I don't even know how that works. But if they've done that, then that's fine. That's fine. They can go ahead and do that. But to me, I don't know. This is just like a symptom, Patrick, of like all the stuff that's going on. Do you know what I mean? I mean, they want to, by the way, just for the record, for YouTube purposes, they want us to talk about this. So you're not going to get the
Yeah, right.
STRIKE. Don't worry about that. They want us
Pat
talking about this shit. But
Patrick, you make dreams come true. I want to say yes, I do. And
hey,
if you start giving that PayPal button up there, I will make your dreams come true, baby. If
cash
you're in
money.
my if you're in my dream, you just got to ask the good Lord. Don't ask me. I
Well,
can't give you your dream, but I can pray for it.
you can pray for it, and that's a good thing that you can do that because it's important. I tried to be controversial and bring up a controversial topic that's okay on YouTube, but we can move on. We can move on from that, Patrick. Let's talk about.
Yeah, I'm not really big on that subject because I don't it's not I don't really know a lot about it. I don't even know what all I know is that there's a bunch of X's and O's in there or P's and Y's and I don't know G's,
P's and V's,
but
Veni's
so
and vaginas. Yeah.
that's all I know. I don't understand it, so I have nothing to really say about it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's
No,
let's
no,
talk.
don't you dare. Don't send money to me to win the lottery because you're not going to win the lottery. I guarantee you. Okay, go ahead.
I've been trolling Elon Musk on Twitter, which is probably a bad thing. I've been, how he's doing all the Twitter files.
Mm,
You know Twitter files. Have you been watching that?
mm-mm.
You haven't, no. Okay. So I've been asking Elon Musk instead of like giving us information about the last couple of years, right? Let's just say that,
Yeah.
because that's what he's releasing on Twitter files, and
I
he's
mean,
also
I've heard about him. I just uh
not followed it. Yeah.
yeah, I don't look. But go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, and the guy that has let it up that looks like a gremlin. So if I mention his name, I don't want to get in trouble. So like, the guy that is like has glasses and is the spokesperson.
Yeah.
He's a small, creepy guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's files on him. And a list of
Oh, yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been saying to Elon Musk, don't worry about all of
Doctor
that.
Evil.
The ouchies, ouchie,
Yeah. Yeah.
ouchie, ouchie.
We know Doctor Evil. Everybody knows Doctor Evil.
Mini Me loves chocolate. That's Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
Sharks with giant freaking lasers. Yeah, that guy. But yeah, I've been saying to Elon Musk, how about some NASA files? Let's see the NASA files. Let's see NASA Gate. Because it's almost 60 years since we've been to the fucking moon, man. We haven't what a halftime Super Bowl that would be. You know what I mean? I
What?
keep bringing this up.
It's been how many years since we've been to the moon?
Coming up to 60 years, isn't it?
I
1969.
don't know. I don't know of us ever making it to the moon.
Way! There we go, baby. Yeah, boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was that a truth bomb?
That's a drop, man. You can
May
get
I get
yourself in
a
trouble for the truth.
will I get a strike for that?
Well, I'm not going to strike you for that, and I don't think anything we've said so far.
I know I personally didn't make it to the moon ever. So I'm not lying. I've never been to the moon. When have we been to the moon?
Patrick, I'm going to ask you.
I wasn't to the moon with you either. So
no,
when have we been to the moon?
Patrick, I'm going to ask you a very serious question, and I don't know whether you're in the mood for a serious question, but what do you where do you think we are? Because I mean, let's face it, like, you know, it's shit's not right here. So where are you at? Where are you at? No, I don't want the absolute truth. I want the fucking absolute truth.
Okay, this is my truth.
Uh-huh. Drum roll, please.
I'm going between purgatory and hell.
Oh wow. No, you know, there's nothing there. It's like all negative, right? It's like so there's no simulation concept. There's no, you know, if you go and ask me the question.
Well, I mean, the simulation, yeah, I mean, it could be a hellish simulation that they put us in because we were bad. We sinned, if that's what you want to, you know, call your rules that you broke. We all broke lots of rules, you know. I mean, according to man, you know. So,
but would God really put you in a shithole like this? Really?
I have not really you know, there's only a few times where I've actually broken God's law and hurt somebody else physically.
You're lucky.
You know.
Man. Uh-huh. Because for me, like, I think we might have been captured.
You know, I thought about that too, but it's just like there's just no I don't believe in that, but it's interesting.
Why that we have like a moon that crosses across the face of the sun and perfectly aligns in the sky and causes an eclipse. The same fucking
It's absolute interesting theory, no doubt about it. You know, we could live in a snow globe. You know, we basically, I think we do. Kind of like, you know. I mean, this very well could be some sort of simulation. We could be in a simulation in a simulation. You know, how I've thought of that too. How many parts deep are we? Like a dream within a dream. That we could be doing that too. You know, you ever watch that movie where it's a dream within a dream? This guy goes and he can get into other people's dreams, and then they can even go deeper than that in a dream within a dream within a dream. And it's like, holy shit, how many layers can you make? It's like the mind can create so much that there is a never ending, you know, is thought never ending? I mean, thought just keeps going around and around. We all get the same thought, not at the same time, right? We all, I mean, same thoughts, but just not at the same time. Maybe not about murdering people, but I don't know. Maybe sometimes, yeah, if you're angry enough, you may think about it, but you don't act on it. You know, we all get upset. You know, them kind of thoughts. I should say more, not thoughts, but all the emotions. You know, when I first woke up, I went through so many different emotions. You know, first, I think the first emotion for me was basically disbelief. You know, and then the second, um, I think was like fear. Fear kind of went through a lot of a lot of the things, but you know, when you find out that, and I'm talking about waking up to, the governments being not as they seem, and
Yeah.
uh 9/11 and all that shit that's happened throughout the years, Sandy Hook, all the big red flags, waking up to all that, it's like them are, you go from disbelief to like then to anger, and or sadness, then to anger and all that. It's just like what the ending possibilities are, like endless, of what could be happening. But
It is.
we do witness the evil. We witness a great deal of evil. So I totally believe that there is a a, a, a lot of light and goodness, and that's God's side. That's the side I want to be on. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ spilled his blood for us, and people called him crazy and all that. And if you think about what we see now and the way people reacted to us, and we just get to see bits and pieces of the Mandela effect. Look what God, I mean, Jesus Christ, what could you, I mean, he was f- fixing people, blindness, uh, people that have been crippled for 40 something years, grab your mat, get up and walk. I mean, these casting out demons
Yeah.
could and the Pharisees would say these are demons. He's a demon casting out demons. Like that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? So, these are facts, and this guy went to his death and did nothing, but he did it for us. And I mean, there is like no. I could never go through what he went through, the being beat like that and then nailed to a cross and stuff. I know
See,
I
there's
got
no.
off. I got
Yeah.
off on.
The thing about that though is that, yeah, I don't even. It's a hard one to say, but like, I think a lot of us, what we're doing, obviously, is nowhere near to the magnitude of what he did. But we're also saying no, like, again, without being one of those people that fucks things up on the channel. We're saying, and this is okay to say what I'm about to say. We say no, right? So we say no to this, we say no to that, we say no to this, and we say no to that, and we just
Mhm.
fucking say no. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
And Jesus would say no. And what are we doing? We're saying fucking no. No
Yep.
fucking no.
He always said, "You don't rule over me. You don't rule over me. You want to kill me? You can't kill me."
Yeah. And see, in a similar way, like that's what we're doing here, man. That's what I feel like I'm doing. Like
Hmm.
some of us, like me, and I'm
Yeah.
not speaking for you and other people, but I've lost family. Like
Mhm.
the thing that you guys don't realize is, and there's a lot of people in the chat that this exactly the same for this. is that I'm sitting here on a Saturday night at 9:15. I've been single. Patrick, you guys were talking about sleeping with chicks and stuff and not having slept with someone for a couple of years. I've been 8 years. I'm sitting
Mhm.
here on a Saturday night at 46 years of age.
Hmm.
I'm not going out. Do you know what I mean? It's because I'm
Yeah.
so over everything and everyone. Like, I'm just done, man. Like, I'm absolutely
Mhm.
done. And it's kind of almost a little bit like, it would be really good to have that spirit back from God, just to go, okay, well, things are better. But when I see men dressed up as girl, like that video of like, there's like a dude who transformed into be a chick, and
Mhm.
he's married to a chick who turned into a dude. You know what I mean? That's like the
Yeah.
most fucked up shit.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so I'm really not interested in participating in this world. Like, the extent of my participation is coming on your stream.
I think you and I and others like us are actually the lucky ones, because I know that in the times that I've been single are the times that I've been by myself are the times that I've worked mostly on myself, and learn more about myself and what I really
Yeah.
want, out of life and everything. And when you're in a relationship, I personally worried more about the other person than me, whether the other person's needs were met or they felt loved, or whatever it may be. Uh, and I never really worked on myself, you know.
Someone
So,
said to me the other day that Jesus didn't get married. I mean, we know this, right? So he wasn't married. He didn't have kids.
mhm.
So I was like, well, maybe that's not the ultimate thing for me to have to worry about. You
Yeah.
know?
And you know what? That's all. Who cares? I don't care. I don't care if he had a wife, you know, so what? Um, I've heard the story before that, by law, his people we're supposed to be married by a certain age and stuff. But what, what, if that's what you're worried about, I think you're missing the bigger point of the whole picture.
Yeah, but okay, well, fill me in. What is the bigger picture?
Really. The
Well, I
bigger
mean, that's the
picture,
thing.
the
That's the
bigger
thing.
picture is the guy went to his death
Oh,
for
sorry, you're talking
us.
about Jesus, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about you and me. I'm like, wait a minute second. All right, so yeah, I understand the other picture. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm straight, man. I've got that one pretty sorted. Yeah, and you know what? Like, do you know? Nah, I mean, I'm gonna venture into some dangerous territory by saying this, but I wonder what I wonder. Like, Jesus was here 2,000 years ago, or 2,023 years ago, whatever it is.
Mhm.
Um, I wonder what happened all the years before that, and I wonder if
Yeah,
God
so
sent
do
someone
I.
else. I wonder if God sent someone down, just
Well, I
like
mean,
Jesus.
they had Abraham that lived before Jesus, and a lot of people who followed Abraham. You've heard of? I think it was Abraham's well, or was it Abraham that built the well or dug the
Abraham
well?
Lincoln.
No, no, no. Abraham was one of
I'm
the
only
first.
joking.
I think Abraham was one of Noah's kids.
All right, back on the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, and I think he had like I don't quote me on this, like 20 something kids of himself, 18 or whatever kids for himself. So I mean they built big families, but yeah. So I think Abraham. I know there's Jacob's well. That's what I was thinking of. Jacob's well. Uh, is I think Jacob and Abraham are sons of Noah. Either that or Abraham's even before Noah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the Bible like completely through and through.
You don't know the Bible. I like what you
I've
did there.
I never read the Bible through and through. I mean, I've never read every page of the Bible.
Well,
I just know it in my heart, baby.
so all right. Well, you need to help me here because you've brought some big things up, Patrick. Like what makes you think then? Actually, I'm going to skip the first one and go to the second one. So the first question I
Yeah, I
had for
already
you was
answered it, I think.
the first the first question was what makes you think that we're in purgatory? I already know the answer to that. What do you what makes you think that we're in hell then?
Because I guess kind of going back to the Bible again, if you've watched any movies like of oh, bring me up to the Passion of the Christ Mandel effect that I've seen. I haven't heard anybody talk about it, but we'll go back to that.
Okay.
But if you look at, let's say, like, okay, Passion of the Christ, if you go and look at that movie, have you ever seen that movie, by the way?
I have not no.
Okay, if you go and look at that movie, um, when just after Jesus died on the cross, there was like a big earthquake, and the temple was destroyed, and um, the like a lot of the earth cracked and stuff. So Jesus then rose 3 days later and came out of the tomb. When that happened, and Jesus was with his Father, with himself, I believe, because I believe Jesus is God. Um,
Oh, hang on a second.
that no,
Wait.
we'll go back to that before I forget what I'm talking about. When Jesus rose from the grave and went back to heaven, the devil screamed out, and they kind of did a shot from a close up going up and away. And when they were doing that, it looked like you were looking down under the ground, right? It looked like they were in hell, way beneath the earth. And
Okay.
I think we're the ones that are beneath because there's a shell above us. I think that maybe the real plane is above us, maybe, you know.
It could be
And
because Tesla said that he saw different realities. And again, this could just be more bullshit because pretty much everything we've been fed since we've been children has been lies and
mhm,
bullshit. But you know, the Tesla story, the real Tesla, he says that he saw different dimensions. So he said that he saw 23, was it? Or 26 or 23 different dimensions, whatever it is. In the
mhm,
first dimension, he described Earth, right? Now, that is
mhm,
Earth that you and I remember it to be, right? So the beautiful blue beaches, the stars in the night sky that were in a universe that was actually a universe and not just some sort of fucking massive television above us.
mhm.
It was the sun setting, the yellow sun, it was the bees, it was the bugs and the green grass
Yeah,
and the
I'm
snow. Right.
right.
So
And,
that was Sagittarius, right? Where we
and
were from.
I think our main that we have a outer or the main part of our spirit is there. But since we're here it's just a piece of us that's here,
So he
or
described us. He
like
described
in
it
a
as
simulation.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he described the first place that you and I have been at. Like that's where Luke, I Am Your Father, Haas Avocados, Kit Kat still got a fucking dash. You know what I mean? All of the
Yeah.
stuff.
I
And he
think we
said
all passed away. Yes. Yep. Go ahead.
he has said that that is dimension number 1. He said dimension number 2, and there's videos on this. Dimension number 2 is Earth version 2. He
Hmm.
said it's exactly the same as the other Earth, except
Hmm.
smaller and slightly different. And I'm like, that is where I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
Dimension number 3 is the first level of hell, right? So it's a worse version of what we've got now. Dimension number 4 is right in the middle of hell, and number 5 and number 6 are progressively getting worse down to the depths of hell.
Mm-hmm.
Dimension number 7 is heaven. Dimension number 8 through to dimension number 23 or 26, whichever the number was, is completely empty. This is what Tesla found. He found Earth was the first dimension.
So
There's
why
a
would heaven
second.
be on your lap going so deep in the middle of hell? So you
Well,
pretty
no, no,
much
no.
got to be completely bad to get to heaven,
Think of it this way, like Sagittarius, where we used to be, right? We were there and then we weren't there.
right?
Dimension number 3 of hell is like, we're here now. Oops, we're into number 3. And then it progressively slides down to 6. And dimension number 7, when you go from the depths of hell to the next dimension, is heaven. So it doesn't mean I'm not saying for 1 minute that you go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You might go from 1 to 7. But we've found ourselves going from 1 to 2. According to Tesla,
Yeah,
that's what I see.
I mean it kind of makes sense because if we keep going down the path that we're going, we're gonna slip into 3. We've got to change our ways now. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think we're very good. I mean, I know I wasn't, and that's why I'm here, because I feel like I died in 2016.
Yeah.
That's when everything changed for me. So that would make sense that I slid into the next one in 2016 because that's when everything changed. And I know I was not, I was an asshole back then. So, and this is when I really started changing my ways and working on myself and getting closer to Christ and stuff, and feeling better about knowing now that where I belong. So there's no doubt about it. There's definitely like a heaven, like earth, and I believe we're all on our way there, you know, especially the ones that see, because the ones that really can see, well, the Mandela effect, and they're being honest. I know everybody is affected, but the ones that are actually seeing, they've all shown to me that they've had a heart of gold and they are very special people, and
Yeah.
that,
Have been through a lot as well. Like I've been through a
yeah,
lot.
yeah,
Patrick,
no
like
doubt. And even Rain was still going through shit, but that didn't change who she was, and we all seen who she was.
Yeah, man.
You know, she was a beautiful person and she had a
Man.
beautiful soul. And she was here and she tried to help everybody she could, you know,
I
and
still feel.
that's why she struggled so much, you know, not saying not to help people, but you know, um, she kind of worried a little too much about other people, you know, that when you start to get sick and stuff and you need to start working on yourself and stop working on other people, you know. It
Yeah.
doesn't say to stop caring for other people, but you know, you gotta stop doing things for them and work on yourself because you're the one
Yeah.
that counts, you know.
Yeah. I mean, when I listened to her stuff the other day, like, the thing about her, Patrick, and I think I said this the other night, um, is that the stuff that she saw, right, was the same stuff that I saw, right, and same stuff you've seen, but like, sh- like I knew she was legit. Like I knew that she was troubled by the same shit I was troubled by, um, and like I don't even know what to say. It's kind of like, I have to shout out to the people that don't see the Mandela effect as well. I'm not going to mention their names, but there's a couple of people who have channels that have like they have people on there that Mandela affected, and they don't really necessarily come out and say that they're not Mandela affected people, but for them, they're just genuinely people who are here. You know what I mean? And they care about us. They are people that were always here in this
Mm-hmm.
version of reality. So there's kind of a really reassuring thing there as well, that you know that there are people who think different that care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So tell me, you were going to tell me something right about this movie.
Oh, the Mandela effect that I seen
Yeah,
in the movie.
yeah.
No, I watched the Passion of the Christ recently, and I watched it before a couple times, and uh, his eye color to me changed, and they always zoom in on his eyes, right, to get a good face photo of him, and I don't remember his eyes looking the way they look now. They look almost evilish, you know. And it if this realm is what I think, what it is, what we think it all is, you know, that I mean, we see it's evil.
Yeah.
If it's changing things, if it has the option to change something. Now, when I watch that movie, throughout the whole movie, every time they showed Jesus's face, I thought of evil because he looks evil. His eyes have like yeah, I guess you'd have to just take a look. I know it wouldn't be a Mandela effect for you, but it'd be interesting to just go take a look at his eyes. And you'll see what I mean, that they have like this uh tigerish kind of eyes, but evilish, just evil.
Can I ask you a
So
question?
yeah.
Have you watched any YouTube videos on near death experiences?
mm, yeah.
What have you found with those? What's your take on all of that?
I don't think all of them are I don't think all of them are as honest as they could be.
Uh-huh. I think when you
um
die, though, I think when you die and you have that experience, I mean, how different is that going to be to having a dream? You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, plus, you know, it it depends on I guess it depends on how long you were gone for too, because your experience would probably get more in depth the longer it is, I would think. And I know when I had my near death experience, I don't think I was dead very long. I mean, I don't think I was dead at all, really. Um, I think I was just out of my body.
Mm.
I mean, I had an out of body experience, but you don't have to be dead to have an out of body experience. Um, but it even wasn't as much as I had a glimpse of an out of body experience. But what it was mostly was more, I felt like pure consciousness. And that's when I started to believe in pure consciousness is when I felt it. And I don't know how I knew that that's what it was. I just felt that's what it was. Um, but it was beautiful. I mean, it was like just not really. You're feeling comfortable. I mean, um, I was happy and I wasn't in pain anymore. I felt like I could do anything, you know. I didn't have any limbs weighing me down or anything. I just felt like thought that, like a thought,
Yeah,
that's
you
really
were
hard
free
to
of your body.
explain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're probably, I don't mean to be rude, but you probably weren't thought. You were probably not your body and not thought. You were probably the other thing, which is spirit.
yeah,
And that spirit, when you're in that spirit, it's like when you kiss someone for the first time, or when you see someone you
yeah,
haven't seen for a long time, or you get a hug from someone that really matters, or
right.
even when you lose someone like Rain and you're just like, oh my God, like, even though that's a sense of loss, like that's you and your spirit, like feeling that like loss. It's not you and your body, it's not you and your thoughts. That's you as who you really are experiencing that. And that's possibly, I'm not saying it is, but that's possibly what you were thinking and feeling and you being. And we're just seeing these meat sacks here, man. Um,
Yeah,
there's too many things, Patrick. Something you don't know that I can share is that there's too many things with my family now, albeit a long time since 2016 when I left. I mean, just the mere fact that I came here in 2016 and left my family behind is enough. Like, if someone was writing a movie, pardon me, writing a movie,
yeah, right.
surely turn around and go like, hang on a second, do you realize what you're talking about? You actually left the time that this experience happened to you. You know what I mean? So it's almost
Mm-hmm.
impossible. Like, this whole thing is almost impossible. And the other thing I've mentioned so many times, Patrick, that no one ever talks to me back about, even the Mandela people, is that before 2016, I never used to see these halos around the sun.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And everyone's just like, yeah, well, okay. I'm like, do you fucking realize what I'm saying? There's a
Right.
massive rainbow ring around the sun. And you know
Yeah.
what? I haven't seen one for years. It's been like maybe a year or 2 years since I've seen one. But
Yeah.
prior to 2016, like, I had never seen one before.
What do you think it's from?
I think
Or
it's
what
a
do you think
sign
it
from God.
is?
It's a sign from God.
Yeah.
I mean, there's this the one that the first one I ever saw was the most beautiful thing that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Um, and when I was in Adelaide, I told my dad so many times, and I went back and saw him a while back last year, and I said, "Look at that," and he couldn't see it, and I'm like, "Look at that in the sky," and it wasn't a rainbow, but it was like it was the line, it was the massive circle, because it was kind of
Mm-hmm.
cloud and stuff. And he goes, "Oh wow!" And then I took a photo of it. And I said, look at this." Like, he's like, "Oh wow!" And he goes, "What do you think that means?" And I was like, "It's a sign for your birthday, or this time last year, like coming up in February." I was like, "It's a omen," is what I said. It's an omen for you, Dad. Like, it's like, what do you think that means? I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, you're asking me that question? Like, you can see a massive ring around the sun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where am I? Where am I? Oh man. So, it's just, I'm not ruling out the fact that we can
What?
I mean, you mentioned purgatory. I would put a $5 bet on that one, but I'd also put $5 on us being captured here.
What captured by who?
Okay, one of two ways: either we died and we were caught in between leaving our body and going to heaven, or and you know what, Patrick? If there's anyone who's gonna fucking believe this, is gonna be you. So I'm hoping I'm gonna throw it out there. Not unlike the movie Dark City, like we go to sleep at night, right? There's surely ways that people like aliens or the 3-letter agencies and stuff like that, right? There's surely a way that they could come into our bedroom and just like, put a chloroform on our face or whatever, right? Or we eat something or drink something, or we're somewhere where it's set up that we're knocked out. I'm not saying this is Bill Cosby, right?
My battery's at 6.6.
Did you say sex?
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Bit porno. Okay.
Because sorry, I didn't.
I totally just looked up.
I had to put it in there before it moved off there. Go ahead.
But you know what? We could have been captured, man. We could have been taken off of our planet.
Yeah.
Or even if
no,
they did capture
I agree.
And we knew about it.
I think
wipe our memory.
We definitely talked about this before. Maybe not you and I, but we did talk about this on this channel before. That we could have been captured, and I said that we could be in pods right now. But I said too that we could be in healing pods. Also, but we could be in like some kind of spaceship in pods. This time we're captured pods, and we're all connected. Even though we're captives, we're connected and put into this simulation. But yeah, our consciousness is basically on a spaceship that was captured. Our consciousnesses were captured.
So like the Matrix.
Yeah, kinda. But we're growing up, or whenever we were snatched, however age we were when we were snatched. We could have been in here for a while, because some people have had Mandel effects like early on in my teens. I was seeing Mandel effects, but I didn't know that they were Mandel effects. I thought there were changes with the company changed the logo, like John Deere, was Deere was DEER, and now John Deere spells it, how they spell it. Yeah, so when I thought that was so stupid when I thought the company changed it, I'm like, why the fuck would they do that? I mean, that would cost so much money. That's like what the Walmart changed too. People argue with me that the Walmart, if you go on Google and shit, you can find photos of when Walmart took the dash out of it. And I'm like, yeah, but for one, Google can lie. For two, I've not seen any articles predated 1982 before my residue, because my residue is dated back in the 80s from a movie, a Chevy Chase movie. That's where the residue is. And I've not seen any articles predated. I mean, there's a lot of articles that talk about when they made the change, but none that predated 1985 or whenever that movie came out. So, and people don't understand that. Why do you want something dated back way back then? Well, that's where my residue is. So I need to see something that came out before my residue that would prove my residue is void and null. But people don't get that.
What were the ones that Rain used to see before like 2016? What did she used to see? Do you remember? I have to go and watch her videos. I can't remember. There's things that she used to see pre.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Because I remember talking to her about things like I remember telling her about McDonald's and me thinking that it went from Mac to Mc.
Oh yeah, I remember that change myself.
Well, in the 80s though, in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when my first Mandel effect took place. The John Deere one. That's when that took place. Because that's another time when I thought I died. Is when I was sitting in the car doing something I shouldn't have been doing. I don't even want to say it because it's embarrassing. And
say it.
I just lost my girlfriend. She split up with me, so I skipped school from morning to the time school got off. I was in my dad's car with a gas can, sniffing gas, and I should have been dead. People who only just did it for a couple hours had serious brain damage. And I did it for 8 hours straight. And a friend took me. And the weird thing about it is I didn't know this either. When I woke up on the horn, a friend had just got off school and he was going through the back alley, and that's where my dad's vehicle was, in the alley. And I was laying on the horn, and he grabbed me. He helped me upstairs to my apartment. That's when my dad found he beat the shit out of me, told me to take a shower. He was gonna take me to a detox center. That's a whole nother story. But so now I need to go backwards, and I lost where I was at.
Keep going.
What was I talking about?
So you're upstairs. Your dad beat the shit out of you.
Oh yeah, my friend. When Facebook came out, we started locating friends that I haven't seen in a long time. I got a hold of this friend, and we talked for almost a year. And I'm like, I remembered that happened, and I asked him about it, and he didn't remember me. He didn't remember that story at all. I'm like, how could you forget that? You basically saved my life. And he's like, no, that must have been somebody else. I'm like, I know who the hell it was, And so that happened. But during the incident, when I thought I died, I should have died. When I got out of detox, friends were wondering where I was, and I was in detox. But they were told and seen newspaper articles I was dead.
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, what do you mean dead? I'm obviously not dead. And they were looking at me like they seen a ghost. And I was like, the fuck? That is weird. And I never thought about, I thought about it before, but I didn't put two and two together until the Mandel effect hit me. And we've been thinking about over the years, thinking about what's going on. And I just find, that's when I started seeing the Mandel effect, but I didn't know it was a Mandel effect. So I've been actually seeing it since around who I want to say 82, 83. That's about
Uh-huh.
when seen it. 82 or 83. I was like 12 or I was 13. I was 13 years old, I believe. I don't remember. Yeah, 13 years old, and I was in detox over my 14th birthday. Yeah. Yeah, so
Yeah.
right around there. 82 or 83, yeah.
I've had
When
a
did you
similar.
start seeing the Mandel effect then?
I saw it in 2016, but there's a couple of times when I could easily have died. Like, similar sort of story, like with drugs or whatever. And, um, basically, like, there's one time I remember I was near a train station and I was like, oh my God, like something's happening. I was on my own and I started to throw up. And when I was throwing up, I was like, this is it. Like, I'm going to die. Like, I was hanging over, like almost ready to go on the ground. And then all of a sudden, like, I wasn't sick anymore and I was walking back to my place. And,
Mhm.
there's another time when there was like 4 or 5 people died at this dance party. And I was at home after the show and I was on my couch and, there was this batch of bad things and like whatever. And I was like hysterical in my seat. And I was like, I don't know how I survived that because 5 other people died.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
other times, there's other things that has happened. The worst part about it is with me, like, is that there's a really bad side of me. Like, there's a really bad part to me, and then there's the really good part to me. And it's like my really bad side or my bad years has weighed me down. I mean, I've like not hurt anyone physically.
Mhm.
Um, you know what I mean? And I haven't stolen from anyone. But I've stolen before, so I'm already in trouble for that. But I haven't stolen from people. I haven't like done all that. And I've had my heart broken about 10 times, but I've broken other hearts. Do you know what I
Hmm.
mean? So it's just
Right.
like
Yeah.
I got it, we're 1 minute into my list of history and like I could keep going. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
like I said this the other day, like, it's kind of overwhelming, like what I have to do to make up for why I'm here. And by the same token, I am sitting here, um, and just, uh, not going out on a Saturday night. I mean, I know you think most people think, well, it's just a Saturday night. But your mate was saying, oh, I haven't had sex for 12 months last night when we were chatting, or a couple of nights ago, whenever it was. And you were like, oh, it's been 2 years for me. I mean, it's been 8 years, man.
Yeah.
That's how long I've been crushed and just like fucking done. And,
Yeah.
like there's no plan to like go out still, even next week.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I just don't want
It
to.
don't it don't sound fun to me anymore. You know. I mean, I don't know if it's old age or I'm just not with all that, but I would rather go to a restaurant and have coffee and chat than go to a bar and have a beer and chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't liked crowds in a long time. When I was younger, I didn't mind them that much, but yeah, I don't like them at all anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm pretty much done.
When you were younger and let's say you were out of the house and you walked into a house and the house that you walked into, if there were a bad like people fighting within the house before you came over, would you be able to feel that tension?
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured I would answer yes to that, but yeah, I did too. I was like, man, you always got to like, woo. It's I don't know if I want to stick around here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's,
I
the damage
always
is
knew
done.
I always knew a beating also was coming before it was coming, because I could feel the rage in my stepmother at my father. And I knew I was like gearing up for battle.
So what was
Yeah.
in what ways, what sort of things? What would
How
cause
would
that
I
and trigger it?
what would cause what?
What would trigger all of that?
All of what? Her rage?
Yeah.
Because she was fighting with my father, and my father would go all the time to the bar, and he was in the bar all the time, and so she would take out every time she was mad, at him, she would take it out on me because I was him,
Right.
to her. I was a piece of him, so she hated me. She hated me for what my father did. It kind of sounds like Jesus and God, don't it?
It
Your
does.
God is evil. What God would allow all of this, And I'm supposed to believe in Jesus, but yeah, no. But anyways, yeah, no, I'm very interested. I do like hearing about the things you've gone through because they sound a lot similar to stuff I've gone through.
I think a
I mean,
lot of us do.
I started drinking at an early age myself. I was 12 or 13 when I was, starting to get drunk.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things, man. I just can't get off of drinking. It's been a thing, but I don't know. What can you do, man?
Yeah, I mean, depends. Uh, you're not drinking now, are you?
Yeah, I was off of it for a while, but
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Oh, okay.
I'm
You
back
know,
on it.
you know, I'm always here for you, man. I mean, anytime, if you got my number, so I don't. Does it cost you money to call me?
Not now. I've added you.
Oh, okay.
I've added the international dialing now, so I can do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then call me anytime.
Appreciate
You
that.
know. Yeah, so honestly, anytime. Um, yeah, I mean, I've been through. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of relationships over that drinking. A lot of relationships. A lot of jobs too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, I was a pretty bad alcoholic all the way up to 25. I was bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still drank after that, but I don't know what happened to me, but I learned how to tame it down. Um, and then finally I just quit. I just stopped drinking. And I may have one once a year, maybe. if that. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know what made me stop. I tried the AA meetings and all that, and I thought you know, I thought the AA meetings were nothing but backstabbing, gossiping, uh, bullshit. So I stopped doing the AA meetings because that's all people did was talk behind other people's back, and it's like, dude, what kind of friends are you? You know. Um, so I guess just with friends, I hung around with friends that didn't drink. I guess was the big thing.
Mm.
Um, and I don't know. I guess the family life too. I mean, I had young kids, so I worked a lot because I had child support and all that shit to pay. So I mean, I worked a lot. That's mostly what's. And I own my own business now, so I couldn't fuck that up, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I did 4 months just before, and I don't know. I'm just so over this place, man. I really am. And like it's not like over the place as in, I'm ready to check out kind of thing. It's just like a real easy way of escaping, isn't it? Like having drinks. Like it's just pardon me,
Oh,
it's just like
definitely.
it's just so
Right.
easy just
No,
to
I
not
get
give
it.
a fuck.
Yeah. No, I hear you. It's not. This life is not easy. It's not.
It's like the other thing as well. I mean, this girl that I like, and I can't date her because I work with her. And if I did date her, this is going to sound really bad, and there's probably going to be a lot of people in the chat who are just like, "What's wrong with this guy?" But if I did, I just know that it's just historically everything's just never worked, man. Like you can be the best dude in the entire world to a chick, or the worst guy, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know what? And there'd be chicks in the chat. They're like, the same thing for women. Like, I can be the nicest chick ever, or I can be the grottiest hoe ever, whatever.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just like part of me is just.
Most definitely.
But I will say Voynich. I say Voynich, and in Australia we would say Voynich. It's just that I always fucked it up, so I apologize, It's Voynich.
You know,
But yeah.
uh, but you have a butt.
Oh no, I was just about to say, but his video that he showed me the other day saved me, man. You know that video where it's like, the graph on the wall?
Hmm.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny. I love that so much, man. And so if you have someone that's over an 8, between
Yeah.
an 8 and a 10,
Yeah.
and less than a 4, then
Yeah.
what you have right there is a unicorn.
Yeah. 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 No,
You
that
want
guy
to
did
take
a
that
that
and take a photo
that
of
guy
that.
did
Yeah.
that guy did an awesome job on that. Awesome job. He nailed it. Nailed it. uh Actually, I do want to call out chat. Because I haven't done that in a while. And let's go back a little bit here. Tobl or Keek. Let's start with Keek. Bit of Venom, Tobin, Martin, Chloe, Jared, Angels. Uh, I'm sorry. Angels don't fall. I should say your full name. Let's see. Did I get everybody? Everybody, anybody? Malcolm. Let's see. Yeah, okay. All right. I think boy, holy crap. You guys are really, oh, there we go. Voynich. You guys are really chatting it up, aren't you?
Can we get Voynich in here? Voy, come to join us.
Watchful. Um, let's see. All right. All right, it's in chat. Probably probably go for if Vinet comes on another half hour, and then if you really want to talk, you can call me.
That
Let's
sounds
see,
really good. Half an
add
hour.
to stream.
Perfect.
Yo, DG.
Hey boy.
Hi.
Yo, Voy.
You think I really saved your life because you might have grabbed the package there if you wouldn't have think about it twice?
That video you played, man, when it's like, if you have over a 7 and less than a 10, but she's less than 5 crazy.
Less than 4 crazy. That's a unicorn.
Yeah, it's a fucking unicorn.
Tell us. We need to study. We need to study these phenomena. Maybe we can breed them. But most of the times, guys, most of the times, beware. It's not. And she goes down on you, and she's cool, whatever. Guys, beware. That's a dude.
And then that's right. Yeah, the tranny. And then there's like the guy goes, oh. Is there one, the other guy is like, is there one for someone, for women? And it's like, well, there's like a money line. It's like, do you have this much money?
Less complicated. It's a bit less complicated.
How you going, man? What's happening?
Well, according to that matrix, I'm still in the fun zone.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
there was
Texas
show like that they will never marry, but they will never marry me, but they will have fun with me. So
yeah, I'm the same.
Hey, Knights Light, welcome, and Texas Danny, hey bud, how you doing? So what do you I'll answer the question. What are you doing up so late or so early? I am up very early, and I have not went to bed yet. So there. I'm gonna start doing morning streams.
I like it.
I'm gonna cut in. I'm gonna you got a strike, don't you, Voynich?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So you're gonna tap into my audience, right? You're gonna.
No, I don't think any of your audience knows who the hell I am.
Yeah, of course they do. Of course they do.
But no, pretty much, yeah. Everybody that comes here pretty much goes to you, anyways.
Right.
So, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. But you usually don't come on till like 9 or so. I'm gonna be on around 4 or 5 every morning. It'll probably be way done before 9 o'clock. Unless we run an 8-hour stream, then we will probably run into around 11 o'clock, I guess.
Yeah. Usually I start streaming after I drank a few beers, so that might be like 2 o'clock or 12 o'clock. I'd like to drink beer in the
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting we're on different times.
And
I don't know why we're thinking. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, and your channel is called Timeline. Maybe you should call it Time Zone. There's also
Yeah.
time zones, okay, Mr.
Mhm.
Timeline.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I'm in the crazy department or the unicorn. I do, Pat. Yeah, 1:11 p.m. here. Bit of Venom said 6:11 here. Ooh, we're on the ones. Look at the ones come out. Holy crap.
The crazy ones, or just the
Oh,
ones?
6:11. It's 6:11 right now. Upside down, or I mean backwards 9:11.
6:11. 6:11.
Did you guys hear about damn, how do you even talk about that shit when you can't talk about it?
Are you in a crisis?
Jesus, there's so many people just dropping like flies. And
Oh yeah,
what pisses me off is these bigger channels can say the V word. They
yeah,
can say it all day long and not get a fucking strike. We just say the word and we get a strike.
dude. Why do you even think about it? The machine reads your mind and says like, don't you
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah, no shit.
I hear you think.
I'm just so sick of being controlled like this. I don't like it. It's holding me back, and I'm just ready to. I know I need to stay on YouTube, like Tommy said, but I feel like going to another platform that I can really express myself.
Yeah. Well, we'll see
You
how
go over
long.
to Rumble.
Yeah, Rumble.
Go
seems
go to
very well.
Rumble, man. I
Yeah.
got so many damn things downloaded already. I don't need to download another one.
Well, you just said
Uh,
you want to be on a platform. You can say whatever the fuck you want over there, man. Trust me. You can talk about
Yeah.
and you can talk about and you can talk about
Oh yeah, we can talk about it.
Yeah, I know them were bleep words, but them were nice bleep words.
Yes. I'm not even saying any of them words.
Yeah.
And we should the out of the hole.
I think Biden's
Right? I know. I said that the other day too. About so
Could you imagine holding a fucking hour stream just doing that for an hour straight? People are gonna be like, "Oh my god, I can't hear these guys go one more time." I'm gonna blow my.
well, I remember I
Oh.
remember starting such a thing with a girl, well, with a friend. She was just a friend, and she was a girl, and we were just doing this,
Don't say
right? And no, we did just, and we just couldn't stop, and we just couldn't stop doing it. Like after 15 minutes, we're like, oh shit, now I can't stop doing it because it's so funny. And you just everybody was like, why are you guys doing? Well, to us it's funny,
Oh my god.
Hey, boy, whereabouts are you now? Which country are you in? Shut up, Patrick. That's a genuine question. That's from one mate to another.
I know.
Patrick's losing his shit.
No, I thought his response was gonna be right away. Okay.
No, I can still say the Netherlands. I can still say.
Oh, nice. So do you
Are you sure?
yeah. Do you follow the Formula One at all?
Oh no, I don't. No, not
You're not a Max Verstappen fan?
no.
He's a Dutch Grand Prix driver.
I know who he is. Though.
Oh, ceiling fan man?
No,
Is that who he said?
Yeah, I'm feeling zen, man. Yeah, I'm feeling zen, man.
What? Who are you talking about?
He's talking about like races, like Formula One. Everything is funny to
Everything in races.
Doesn't matter what I say.
Are we going races? We're not talking about Lewis Hamilton.
Jesus, stop! My heart can't take this anymore.
I think we have too much for stopping. We have to stop him. We have to stop.
Max Verstappen. We have to stop in the Max Verstappen.
I don't know what.
Holy shit! This was some good weed.
What's some Martin put in here?
Like it is not funny. What happened?
I don't know, boy. We're just making him laugh.
It's the mental.
Dude, I haven't had weed like that in a long time to make me laugh like that for no reason.
Oh, really?
And I just
shit.
Why is it that I'm in trouble for having drinks and someone has weed and they get off scot free? I don't have a problem with if people have weed.
Nobody said you're in trouble.
No, I know, but it's like a bit of venom says Verstappen, so maybe he's a fan as well. And CFM for sure. What does that mean? Formula One driver CFM for sure.
Never mind. Don't. But say what you wanted to say. What about Verstappen?
He's the guy I follow, man. Like even Daniel Ricciardo, who's Australian, I don't follow him. I follow Max. Big Max fan. So trying to think of the name of the place where they. I'm trying to show you that I know Dutch. What's the name of the fucking place? Shut up, Patrick. Where did they race again? The Orange Army. I'm trying to think.
Zandvoort.
Yeah. Van der Voort or whatever it's called. Or maybe I'm thinking of like Harry Potter. Harry Potter's Van der Voort. Van der Poort.
You guys stop talking.
Mute yourself, Patrick. Fucking mute yourself.
Patrick needs some Van der Schmott and Dagen Schmott. Time out.
Who gave him the indica?
Time out. I said time out.
Sativa chocolates, not the indica, mate. Agenschwagen Morgensport. That's where you need to go. Patrick's losing it.
Oh,
anyway,
I'm sorry.
boy. If I come over, man, I'm visiting Amsterdam. I'll come see you.
Cool. Doesn't matter what you say, right?
We could start talking about the Smurfs, man. We could talk about Smurfette for 5 minutes. And
no, don't talk about. No, that's okay. I'm done laughing now. I'm done.
Whereabouts are you, boy?
Sorry?
Whereabouts are you?
I'm like 25 miles from Amsterdam.
Yeah, you guys
nice.
all want what I got. The chat wants what I got. Here.
Who let the guy?
Here's the giggles.
Wisconsin in? Who let the guy from Wisconsin in? Seriously.
Yeah, here's the giggles. The good giggles.
Here's the giggles truth. What does here's the giggles truth mean? Here's the giggles truth.
Yeah. No, we want to do the good giggles.
Here you go, chat. Here's the giggles truth. Shit. Well,
I heard the other day that the truth stands for the number 13. 13. That's where it derives from. I never heard that, and I was like, wow, that's weird. You wouldn't think that, but
Mhm.
oh, did you know that?
Number 13 is truth.
No. Number
Really?
13 or 14?
Was it 13 or 14?
13.
13.
13.
Third time.
13, which is halfway between 13 and 14, is 13.
So the 13th month, we have all kinds of truth in the 13th month, right? That's why they took it away.
Well, I don't know. I think it refers.
I don't
to,
know.
I think it refers to, yeah. Well, maybe the 13th month or the completion of a year.
Mhm. Yeah.
By the
right.
way,
Exactly.
you need 2 years to make 26, and 26 is what adds up to Yod He Vav He, right?
And the
What's the Yod
alphabet.
He Vav He? What's that mean?
26 letters in the alphabet.
You have Wi-Fi. Nee, you have Wi-Fi. Nee, Yod He Vav He.
You have Wi-Fi.
Yahweh, Yahweh. The name of God in Hebrew is Yod Het Vav Het. So,
Uh,
Yosh Fed,
No.
Haj Fed? What does that mean?
So did you see
Yahweh, God.
found the same?
And if you add those
graphene
numbers up
from
numerically, it adds up to 26. So therefore, 13 is half 26. So that's also a clue.
Okay.
What is
Bit of
Kurt
venom. Bit of
the
venom's near you,
Painkillers?
boy.
20.
He's 10
Sorry?
miles from Amsterdam. Bit of venom's 10 miles from Amsterdam.
Yeah, I know. He lives in Almere.
Yeah, I've got to come see you lads and have a bit of a session. And
Do you think you
hang
can
out.
still leave? Do you think you can still leave that continent that you are?
Oh, mate, every single fucking time I try and leave.
Oh, painkillers. Okay. Wow.
What?
I was reading Watchful's comment right there. Did you see how they found the same graphene from the wax can be found in certain painkillers?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Man, and I was on painkillers for 12 freaking years. Wow. No wonder why my body is fucking falling apart right now.
Martin Haley's coming to Amsterdam soon. Well, I used to love Amsterdam, but I knew it. I knew it when it was still actually a bit nicer, not so metropole-like. More like a city instead of more like a town instead of a city.
Yeah.
Do you think what?
2014, I was there before the Mandela effect. I was in Amsterdam, and I was sitting there with there was this guy who I think the girl that was with him was his girlfriend, and then there was another chick and me, and we're all like, all right, let's go to the coffee shop and then chill out down by the river kind of thing. And anyway, so I said to the guy, I said, just get something like not too full on because like we're in Amsterdam, right? So he ordered the top fucking shelf thing. So he got the fucking top of the top at the very top of the list.
Yeah.
The primo blow your fucking socks off shit. So we're sitting there like fucking, I'm smoking. I never smoked it before. And I'm smoking. I'm like, this is some good shit. Like, fuck. This is like, whatever. And then next minute, man, it's just like, catch you later. I was off with like, in Patrick Roberts' new timeline land. Like he is
Several
tonight.
timelines simultaneously, right?
Yeah. But the one that I had, boy, that was really good was there was a coffee shop and it had this cake called the Bulldog. And yeah, I had one of those. It's called the Bulldog. It's just like a brownie cake. And man, that was the best because it was just like a slowly came on, had a couple of beers at the pub, and I was just chatty all afternoon, That was really good. But yeah, it's a beautiful city. I went for a bike ride there and went for a big walk. It was
Yeah.
really nice.
Yeah, it is. It is. It still has the beautiful places, of course, and it's still, but all in all, of course, it used to be better. I'm that old that I can say it used to be better.
Yeah, it looks like it's gotten a little bit more modernized. Even back in 2014, it was, like it was turning into that city. Like you leave the outskirts, and as you head into it, it's like, okay, yeah, this is like urbanized now.
Yeah, over urbanized, so to say. And so that
Van der Voort. It's starting to remind me now. Like
Zandvoort. It starts with a Z.
What is it? Zandvoort.
Yeah. Finally, you got it.
Fuck
So-
me, I'm sorry.
So Voynich, how long are you suspended for?
I'm back on Monday.
Okay. What can you tell me what you got suspended for?
Oh, don't say it.
Well,
You get strikes, Patrick.
I don't.
No, I mean no. The correct terms that they said, like, was it political misinformation or?
No, I don't know. I don't even care. No, it
Oh,
wasn't.
okay.
What spamming, misleading practices.
Oh, no. Okay, whatever.
I'm gonna do my next show about the way that some people behave. Like I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Because I've been no. Maybe I shouldn't.
No, you've gone there now, mate. You've gone too far in.
Yeah, you got to come out with it now.
Too far down the line.
I've had this idea of like analyzing some behavior, but I'm like, no,
Hey,
people are gonna take it personally.
you should. No, you should. Give me some corrective or what do they say? Destructive criticism.
Constructive. No, not
I
about
would,
you. No, not so much about you.
It's all
no,
about
but
me,
I
man.
would like to. I would like to hear anybody that can give me some because
I could treat it to
I believe everybody. I believe everybody needs to hear it once in a while. What do you maybe Pat may
maybe think
your
about
voice is gay or I mean, can you kind of deepen that voice a little bit or
Can you say more? And
I was wondering if you could
yeah.
if you could
gotta
come
say what
over
it is now, man, 'cause that must be
tomorrow.
me. If it's not Patrick, it has to be me. I'm not going to take offense to it. It could quite well be that I'm like, what's the word for it? What is it when you're like bipolar or something?
Flamboyant, Kathleen. It's not bipolar. Flamboyant.
I'm not buoyant at all. I've put on too many kilos. I'm not floating anywhere.
No.
I'm not buoyant. I'm not flam.
Oh, you're flammable somehow.
Vivinus.
Yeah, with
Brenda.
all the vodka I'm drinking, mate, I'm pretty flammable.
Hey, Brenda.
I
Vivinus.
think by now your breath is even like a
Vividness.
Try it with a lighter.
Yeah. I'm like a dragon, man. That's what it is.
So
Patrick,
I'm dealing
you're
with
the
this,
slowest.
with this
Yeah,
guy
go on.
who's at the end of the evening and he's drunk in Australia. And I'm dealing with this guy who was like very up this morning and he's like way high stoned. And I'm somewhere in between stoned and tipsy. So yeah.
Yay.
That's a choice of drugs for today.
We could do a play school episode. Today we have a boy who's drinking and smoking. Yeah,
I haven't laughed that hard in a long time. So thank you,
I don't even know
guys.
what you were laughing at, man. Zandvoort.
I don't know either, man. It
We were
was just
being
coming
so
out.
We were being so funny until we found
You
out.
guys both have an accent, so that could be it. No, I like
That's
you
really
guys
weird
as
because I think
I
you
like
guys
you.
have got an accent too. Like,
I like your guys' accent though. I would trade my accent any day for your guys' accent.
oh really?
Well, you can't have it. I'm not trading mine.
especially up here, because the women up here love that
Dude,
accents. Like,
you do know
Especially
that
up
it happens
here.
with people that have a brain injury and then they wake up from the coma or whatever from the usually they passed out for a while and
yeah,
they can still talk their language but only with a Spanish accent, with a strong Spanish accent. And so these are just
yeah,
this
I've
happens.
heard that. Yeah,
Buenos
How is
dias,
that?
hola.
And then they say, well, but how are you doing? Well, I'm just doing fine. What are you doing?
Well,
Yeah,
Uno,
well,
dos, tres,
fine.
cuatro, cinco, seis.
this is
Cinco,
uh,
cinco,
this is an
seis.
this is an effect that I remained in my brain since I had this accident. I can
Ginica mama
Since
garoma
his
mabicha.
accident, I'm
and
hanging
the
with my
French
amigos.
and the
Patrick, mi
French
amigo.
Yo,
the
yo,
French
yo.
the
I'm
French
gonna cap you in your ass. I'm gonna cap your ass.
no that the
Hola,
French
buenos dias.
the French leave these people just because they think they're fooling them. And these people are, oh, yeah, well, I lose all
Hi,
my
I'm
friends.
just a
I lose all my
red-blooded
friends.
hick.
They don't like the Spanish accent that I have, but yeah, it's
I
just
don't
because
like the Spanish accent that I have, but I'm waking up from my sleep. I sound like I'm Italian with the
yeah,
meatballs.
yeah, you're not Spanish, you're Italian.
I'm Italiano. I
Yeah,
have the vino.
yeah. And not only that, I've heard of people coming out of comas and stuff, and they're like this artist that they never could draw like a stick figure they'd have a hard time drawing before. And now they're this famous artist, and it's like,
Right?
wow.
My name's no longer DG, it's Da Vinci.
or this famous musician, they
Musician.
pick up different instruments, and they can play them like they never played they never played
My
before in their
name's
life.
Picasso. I paint a Picasso,
Hmm.
and my surname is
You're trying to
Mozart.
get me laugh every time I take a drink of my coffee. You're trying to get me to laugh.
My name
You
is
almost
Picasso
succeeded.
and Mozart.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da,
Why
da.
does Voy have a picture of a girl as his avatar?
Because
Have you had a sex change?
because all my idols are shadow banned.
But you've got like big hips.
I need a strong warrior woman from the future, with a
Okay.
laser gun to stand by my side in black
I
and
could
white.
suggest Brenda Mitchell's in the chat.
No, she's too old.
Hello, Brenda.
Brenda. And we have Vividness 420.
Indoctrinated, unindoctrinated, unindoctrinated.
Indoctrinated. Indoctrinated. We
If
have
you
Vividness
are
420. There's
unindoctrinated,
nothing vivid about 420, let me tell you. Undoctrinated. Undoctrinated and Bit of Venom. We also have Voynich. We have Martin Haley. I need to Haley a cab.
We have MC Digi. Live
MC
with
Hey,
Australian Continental.
did you notice my Facebook photo?
What?
It says
Oh, did I
it's
notice
a
Yeah.
photo of me with "fuck your vaccine."
Yeah, I did. It's good. But you're not in boxing form, man. I still think you're a boxer. You look very skinny in that photo. I was like, this is not the real Patrick. This is Patrick Roberts from some other timeline.
Yeah.
Clearly. Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
For sure.
much more younger and handsome. I wish I knew I was, not that bad looking when I was at that age, because I thought I was like an ugly duckling. Um, you always find the flaws within yourself, I think, a
So
little
that's
too much.
so that's how you
Absolutely.
impregnated 5 women. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I was 17 in that photo.
And remember,
So
I've been 8 years, and everyone was like, "Oh, you've been 1 year, you've been 2 years," and I'm like, "Yeah, I've been 8 years. I need to leave the house." Shut up, boy. Schwagen Dagen.
Yeah,
Schwagendras.
I didn't start impregnating women until I was 20.
Oh well, good on you for waiting.
20, 21, 22, and 23, and 24, and then 35.
Uh-huh.
That's why my last one just turned 18 and I am 54. And it seems like just when she was born, I'm like just thinking like it just seems like yesterday she was born, and I said to myself, oh my God, in 18 years I'm going to be 54 and I'm fucking here right now. I'm like, wow. It's like, where the hell did the time go?
Yeah. Well, it didn't.
That's right. There is no such thing as
You
time.
are, you are here. That's where
That's right.
that's where the time went. You are here. That's where my time went too. How do you like that?
So Vividness
Yeah.
420 says, Digi, smiley face. Nice to meet you. Sorry I misspelled your name above. Done autocorrect. How did she spell my name before? How was it spelled? I don't even know. Oh, she spelled it digital. That's fine. See my name on screen is my name is either digital or otherwise known as one of Patrick's love childs.
What?
Where did that happen? On the screen.
What does that
Hey
mean?
dad. Hey dad.
Hmm.
One of Patrick's love childs. Went on 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26,
Oh,
25,
I
plus
got
35, plus 38. You sound like you're reading out the Powerball numbers, man.
Yeah, no. That's when my kids were born. I was 21 or 20, and then 21,
22,
and then at
20,
And
22.
Powerball. And the Powerball, number 35.
and then 35. Yeah.
Actually,
And now
no, that's not true. I think I skipped a year. It was like 23 and then maybe 25, somewhere like that. But you get the gist of it.
Yeah.
And my last one, I was 35 years old when she was born. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna start all over. Oh, that basically was starting all over again. All my other ones were getting to be 18 years old, and now I started all over. No, they were getting to be, I don't know, 15, 16, somewhere around there. Yeah, my oldest was 15. That's right.
I think if I would not have been a bit I mean, I was careless, about where I left it, so to say. Or I was not using a condom or contraceptives. But
You
but
left
so
it
I
inside,
still
didn't
gotta
you?
hear this.
You left it in the in the
no,
gate.
but then again, I was like, well, if it happens, it happens, and it's not my choice. But then I was with this woman. I said, no, this time, no. And dude, I did that just right because she was just looking for that. She was just looking
Yeah.
So
I
she,
had one that lied to me.
and I was like, oh, because she came to me like, I think 1 year later, she said, well, here's my son. His name is Mats, and I said, I'm so happy for you. I'm so, and she said, and she looked at me like, well, it could have been yours too, and I'm like, no, it's not mine. Oh, dude, I did just right there.
You just made it. Well, it was lucky the other guy got his home
She
first.
said, dude, in the moment, she said, you make me feel like a hooker now. I said, well, that's okay because the other consequences are gonna be way more drastic. So, yeah.
You make me feel like a hooker boy after you've slept with
You make me feel like
like
dancing,
hooking
dancing,
the nights away.
dancing night away.
See, I've got on my screen there. I'm Patrick. I've got on there prelim. See, my new thing is I'm prelims cousin. So I'm cousins with preliminal. You know preliminal?
Yeah.
He's in the chat. He's written in there. Humor is a vitamin. Shouts out to preliminal.
Preliminal.
Yeah.
He's in the chat.
I
Humor is a
know
vitamin.
preliminal.
You know prelim. So he's my cousin.
I know him. Yes.
Him prelim. His pronoun.
His name is Patrick too.
Battery
Patrick
wearing
Patrick's
down.
nice. It's very nice.
Battery
was so great.
wearing
I
down.
did this stream the other day, and he was talking about this buffoon. Yeah, buffoon. About that buffoon. Yeah, the guy who always dresses in green, and the people say that he runs this country next to Russia. What's it called? Ukraine? Yeah, right. That
Oh
guy.
yeah, that fucking
Yeah.
Zelensky.
Yeah.
He's a peanut. That one. He's just a muppet.
Patrick loves him. He said, "Yeah, well, everybody talks about him. So how can you even have a fucking opinion about him? I don't even get that."
Oh, what preliminal does?
Oh
Preliminal,
yeah,
what's wrong with him?
preliminal. Yeah, people who get him and I mixed up when they're talking, and it's like, no, I didn't say that. That's preliminal. That's preliminal.
But never mind. I couldn't handle it at the time. But I'm like, yeah, but I'm like,
I think preliminal is also round Earth too. Yeah, and
Is he around there?
yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I think preliminal is also he believes in the moon landing.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude, that's a tough.
Yeah. This is a new. This is a new. No. This. Hey, he's still a brother, but he's not the same preliminal that I known from the past.
He has shifted.
He's a different. He shifted timelines. So
yes, I think
Patrick,
so. Yes,
I reckon your name was Mandel along the way for me, because it was like Patrick Roberts is now Patrick Roberts our new timeline, whereas before it was Patrick Roberts from our new timeline.
No.
I'm
the
talking.
only thing I had before.
Timeline, yeah. Das war das.
Yeah.
The only thing I had before was
timeline.
I had Patrick Roberts, Our New Earth. Patrick Roberts, Our New Earth, new timeline, or our new, or our new Earth and something. I don't remember, but I had Earth. I had Earth in there with the. Fuck you guys. I'm done.
Ja, danke sehr. Alles klar.
I'm done. It's a good thing this stream is ending right now.
He's so brutal. He can be so brutal.
He can.
Prelim, are you going to?
Get
You didn't
Prelim on
say
in here.
any.
Yeah, let's get Prelim on here and let him
No,
speak to
no.
No, because you've just disrespected him by saying that he's not the same person from the same planet, man.
No, that's not.
He's
Yeah.
not from your timeline.
Is that disrespecting him?
No.
Not really. But
Yeah, he said I'm a round earther, except I'm not from Orion.
see,
No,
Brenda
you're
remembers it too.
Is this
you're a
a bad
different.
Voice
You're
gone.
you're a
Much
different
better.
version from Sagittarius, though.
Huh?
Yes, I exactly. Patrick did change the name of his channel.
Told you.
Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you, Brenda, for confirming I am right. And
Thank you, Brenda. Yeah, so can I not thank her or something? What's the
you can
problem?
choose to do that if you wish. Yes.
I didn't mean that she was right.
We are all dorks. Dorks? Dorks.
No,
Dorks.
I actually heard that
Yeah, of course I am.
from a couple
I'm
other
single
people.
forever.
I heard it from a couple other people before that my name changed, but I don't remember it being that way. No.
Patrick Michaels. Used to be Patrick Michaels. Now it's Patrick Roberts.
So what do you have up there? Patrick Roberts, our new timeline. What the fuck is that?
That's a fakie, dude. That's a fakie. It's like he's cloning you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Gidgy. Who's got all the names for you?
Welcome to our new timeline. Are you
Yeah.
Jake the
No, I am not. I don't think I am.
Who is that?
Not that I know of, undoctrinated. Patrick, it was before you had that day. Oh, okay. We are on the loosh for prelim. Yeah, where the heck did prelim go? We want some answers, prelim. You can come in
want
here.
some answers. My name is Patrick
can
Roberts from our new timeline.
you can come in
Hi,
here.
I'm
prelim.
Patrick Roberts from our new timeline.
If you feel like
Hi, my name's Patrick Roberts from our new timeline.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Hi, I'm Patrick Roberts from our new timeline.
Will the real Patrick?
I'm from Wisconsin. I'm from Wisconsin. Let me stroke my beard. Hi, I'm Patrick Roberts from our new timeline. Did you stop being so funny? Did you? Oi, let's get Voy on here. Let's get Voy on here and let's do shout outs. I like your accent, Digi and Voy from our new timeline.
I like the way Patrick, I like the way that you can really totally simulate Digi's accent. I love it. You're doing fine.
I know. This is how Digi speaks. My name's Patrick Roberts, and this is my version of speaking like Digi. Hello. Helloer. Hello. Hello.
I'm just gonna try to be myself here, okay? Excuse me.
My name's Patrick Roberts from our new timeline. Not your timeline, but my timeline. Hello. Preliminary, welcome. My name's Patrick Roberts. How you going?
Hi, everyone.
Prelim.
Thanks for having me on.
Hello. I'm Digi.
Hey,
I'm Digi sounding like Patrick Roberts too.
Hey, prelim.
How are you? You've been
I'm
gone for a
very
long
good.
time.
I'm always around.
Oh, I messed that up. I'm Patrick Roberts sounding like Patrick Roberts.
Hey, preliminary, are you a round earther and a moon believer?
Yeah, I don't understand the flat. You know, to me, Mandela was before the flat Earth. Like when in 2016, I didn't see any evidence of flat Earth, and I studied what everyone was saying, and it didn't add up to me. So
Could you be misremembering?
I was never flat Earth. I was always rounded.
Yeah, no, but have you ever heard of flat Earth before?
No, not before
Yeah,
2016. It was actually part of the
yeah.
Mandela effect.
I do agree with you there. Me either.
It appeared at the same time. Like suddenly there was many flat earthers in 2016.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about flat Earth until 2020, or 20. I'm sorry, 2018 or
Yeah,
2017. But
yeah.
yeah, you know, when I found out, I'm like, yeah, you know, it makes a lot of sense. Plus, it makes sense Bible wise also. So
I guess it doesn't make sense to me, but I'm still listening to views about it and the explanations. I, it takes me. I need to. There's no clincher for it. Nothing grabs me that explains it. So I don't
So,
know
but
why.
so that's and that's peculiar, but it makes me think about you because you like artists, right? You like artistry, so to say, right?
I like
Artistic.
artistic expression
Yeah.
that involves optimism. I'm not a
So,
pessimist. I
and so
like
I think
imagination, and I like the possibilities of the spiritual beyond.
yeah. And so um, since you don't agree with most of the topics that we agree on,
Oh,
you do hang around here, and so
oh no,
is
no.
and so okay. So now
I'm not looking for
let me finish
agree.
my thought, please. So
It's
let me
not
let me finish
agreeing
my
or
thought, please.
disagreeing.
Let me finish my thought, please.
Okay.
So for most of us, it's like the interest of topics and the agreeing on flat Earth and Mandela effect, but you are not. And
Well,
so
it's
so but
Mandela effect.
so what I think is what keeps you attracted or still here as a friend, because I don't, because you think otherwise, it's not like, oh, he sucks, or I just think, well, okay, well, that's weird, but
I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm not here to.
I like you being around because you're a decent human
Thank you.
being and all, and that's
I
for
have to
me,
be honest.
that's
I'm
the
not going
most
to agree
important
with
thing.
everything. I think people will say what they want, and they'll have a perception that is their own. I, integrity is
Don't you
important.
think that you hang around here because it gives you more or less the same feeling as you used to know, or that you sometimes feel, how do you say,
The community of the Mandela effect, and I don't. I'm not going to judge the flat Earth or those who have ideas that I don't agree with. I there isn't that many live stream channels lately, so I mean, I, and you guys have good
but you are,
humor.
but you
I
do
like
have a
humor,
lot of Mandela. You do have a lot of Mandela effects. You
tons,
are Mandela affected, right?
very, very, very. Yeah, I mean, I could go on and on about all the changes that I'm seeing, and not as
Right.
much lately though.
I mean, that's where I first met you, was in the Mandela effect
Yeah,
community.
and that includes the flat earthers appeared in volumes right at the same time. Like suddenly there was all these people talking about flat Earth. I was like, what is this?
Hmm.
And then I tried listening and understanding it, and I still look up the people that are flat earthers, their reasoning.
Now, I've seen somebody ask in the chat. Now you don't have to answer this because this is your medical right to not have to answer it, and I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to answer it because it's your medical right. But are you shot up with the
No,
the
no, I'm
oh,
an anti jab.
yeah, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
we
So
got
there,
that.
that
We
answered
got
that
that in
out. Got that out of the way without any flaw getting a strike.
Yeah, and I take meds, and I think at my age, I don't want no blood clot. No way. Because
um
I'm also like a lot of people now are diabetes type 2, and I know like there's
ki-
been numerous accounts where people that have any kind of a med, if you combine it with the gibber, it it, doesn't look good. But it's even for a plain healthy person. I think it's not good.
Mm.
yeah, I agree. I agree with you, Martin. And digital to your question, my hat, or I thought I was still here. My hat is a W.
No, it says look on my hat over here. It says New York. Look.
Oh,
See up there?
get the hell out of here.
Are you a Yankee supporter now?
No,
And
get out
even
of
your
here with
name
that.
says Patrick Roberts Yankee, New York Yankee.
That's nothing to even kid about around here.
Oi,
That's not
oi.
even. That's not even
It must be a
fucking
mistake. It
funny at
must be a
all.
mistake. Oi.
I like the Brewers.
You know, you would have been that would have been fighting words if I was still so into that
New World
life,
Order
that lifestyle.
dividing.
You know, yeah, that propaganda.
There is
Yeah,
a
I was
timeline. There is a
I was
timeline that
sold
you're a
on.
Yankee, man. Look. Can you see it now on the screen?
Yeah, yeah, I could see it before too. Yeah. But yeah, no, there was a time where I was so wrapped up in the sports world, you know.
Yeah.
You couldn't tell me that was fake. And now I can tell it's fake. You know, you can see it now.
No, it's not. The one that's on the screen is not fake.
Huh?
This is from another timeline. I am from another. This is the Patrick Roberts that has the Australian accent that follows the Yankees.
What if there's a simultaneum of layers where some are perceiving a flat Earth, and just like the Mandela effect, like some are seeing the flat and all evidence that convinces them, and then some are still seeing the round.
Oh,
It's
that's what's happening. I mean,
like each person is a reality bubble, and
yeah,
so
it's Yanni
what's
and
true
Laurel.
for one person isn't true for another. You know?
Yeah, it's Yanni and Laurel, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, frequency. Yeah. Yanni and Laurel. So I'm still seeing round, but don't be mad at me for that. I can't see whatever you're seeing. It's like when I talked to my dad about JFK. At first, he said 4 people, and then I showed him the video, and then he looked shocked, and then suddenly a calm came over him, like he took the upload, and he was like, "Oh, I must have misremembered." That made me really, that freaked me out because because the first thing he said was 4 people, and we saw it so many times as a family in the 70s and 80s, and to me that goes back to frequency. It's like, okay, each person must be in a different reality bubble, like layers of like we're all in the same place, but we're not in the same place.
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just trying. I'm trying to make sense of it.
Yeah, I really wasn't expecting to get into Brenda. Hey, welcome, Brenda
And
Mitchell.
what do you think about all this soul trap reincarnation theory? People
Um,
are talking about that a lot now. Like we're in a reincarnation soul trap.
I
And,
think it depends on how they explain what is supposed to be the trap. What's the trap?
by supposedly by the archons, an ancient.
Yeah, but what is the trap? How are they trapping us
They're pulled into the
or
light.
trapping our souls? Oh, you mean by not going to the light, going to the light or not going to the light?
Well, they're told they're given an option, but then when they say no, they're forced back into a body. And
Well, so they don't have a choice then, eh?
so yeah, the choice is a lie, and they're also
But what is the
guilt and
choice?
about your whole life history. Like when you see your life history before your
So
eyes.
what is the trap if you don't have a choice? Then it's not really a trap, is it?
If you have it, well, the thing is, they're told, they're asked, do you want to go back or do you want to stay here in many near death experiences? But then when they say no, I don't want to go back, they're they have to go back anyway.
But they're in the middle of their life, right?
Well, they
So,
almost died. I mean, their
so
heart
what is that?
stopped.
I don't get.
They
So
went out of
what?
body.
That's not what I'm considering a soul trap because you haven't died then, right? And you're going back to the life you were living.
Right.
So you're not like starting over in a baby's body. So
Well, according to
you're confusing me now. I don't
I'm
know what you're
studying it.
talking about
There's
actually.
many channels about it now, and the soul trap theory is that we've been recycled here many times in many different bodies,
Right,
and
but
that
if you're
it
dying in
isn't
the middle
God.
of a
It isn't
life,
God.
you're not what how is that a trap?
The Earth is not run by God. It's run by a fallen deity that wants to own you and keep you in a reincarnation trap. And our true self is way different, but the way that being a human is actually like a veil that blocks us from remembering who we were before ever being in a body.
Okay, so
I can't speak for it. I gotta
when you
study it more.
die, then what? What
So then,
then?
so then, so then, when you approach the light, you have to
Don't
tell them.
go to the light then, if it's a trap.
Well, we don't know if it's a trap or not. It might be God's love. I mean, I've read so many positive NDEs.
Well, then go into the light.
No, but it's neutral. You don't know. You have to say, "Hey, I want to just stay around for a moment and understand what this is." Instead of
I
if they
believe if you
force you
have a
to make a
relationship
decision,
with God, you'll know
if,
what to do.
if they force you to make a decision, tell them, "Wait, I want to understand what's going on here."
I think if you have a relationship with God, you cannot be fooled. You will make the right choice.
I, I'm not sure what you mean.
If you have a relationship with God, you will make the right choice. There's no doubt about you will make the right choice.
Well,
God won't let you make the wrong choice because you will feel it within you
yeah,
because you have a relationship with God.
right. The true God that cares and is not trying to manipulate you in a reality that you don't want to be in. And because here we are in this animalistic world where everything eats upon other like the whole nature of this world
But
is pretty
you
disgusting.
also, I should quote, I should also quote that you also have to have a relationship with Christ, because the only way to God is through Christ, and you basically have to have a relationship with both of them.
Right. Yeah, that's what I grew up with. And that's
But
what
both of them are the same thing, and
I,
I know Digi wanted to
yeah,
jump
we
all
should
over that the
still,
last time I said
but
it,
you
but
should still question life and not be just a sheeple
mhm.
and just, oh, just, you
Oh,
should
now we
think
got
about
Trump on there.
everything that is, you know, like, how does it work? I mean, I think God answers our questions and prayers
Hmm.
if
Right.
we are practicing and listening. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. I'm not a preacher. I'm a student. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Sometimes
that's
people think
cool.
I'm not telling anyone what to think. I'm
Hmm.
only in my 10% of my my true consciousness is in the spirit world, and only a minimal part of me is down here.
Hmm. All right. Well, I actually went a half hour over what I was going to go. Um, I haven't been to bed yet, and it's like 7 in the morning. So I think I'm gonna call it here pretty soon. How about, what do you think, Trump and
Trumpy,
Voynich?
are you a flat earther?
Hey, Prelim. So for me, the interesting about flat Earth, it's different for everyone, right? When the Mandela effect happened, it blew my mind away, and we all went through all of that. But flat Earth came after the Mandela effect for me, whereas for a lot
Hmm.
of people, it was there before. So
Hmm.
I saw flat Earth as a Mandela effect.
Yeah,
I was like, wait a minute, like, last year, 2015, no one
right,
talked about flat Earth, and then all of a sudden, everyone everywhere was talking about flat Earth.
right,
So I
Hmm.
saw it as kind of like a Mandela effect, because it was like, what the fuck? Where I'm from, no one talks about flat Earth.
right.
Um,
That's how it was for me. It's like,
Yeah, you know what? I even brought it up. 2016 is when when I woke up to the Mandela effect. Even though I think I was Mandela affected way back, but so 2016, I wake up to the Mandela effect, and like I said before, uh, I didn't start believing in the Mandela or flat Earth until after I found out about it, which was very late on, 2018, somewhere around there. And but what is the point I was gonna make? Believing in it. What were you guys talking about?
Flat Earth.
Yeah, I know flat Earth, but what the fuck was the point I was gonna make?
You were
what
saying you were there
what
2018 after the Mandela effect.
Yeah, after the Mandela effect, is when I woke up to it. So, oh yeah, I was gonna. I asked my uncle about it before he passed away. He probably knows the truth now, but
Yeah. Good.
before he passed away, I asked him about this. And he was like, yeah, they used to talk about it back in the 60s, and it was nothing but a bunch of hippies, and he goes, don't believe any of that shit, because I said I'm hearing about it online and stuff. And that was after 2016, after I was Mandela affected. So I may have been talking to my uncle that was on Orion, or I believe I'm from Sagittarius too.
Yeah.
And so that must have been my Orion uncle.
I was
um,
talking to my aunt Sarah about the hippies, because she was older than me, and she was like 18 in 1969, and she said like 50% of the hippies didn't like drugs or they weren't getting all messed up, but they were still like the hippie culture, like from younger point of view, is kind of misinterpreted. Like it wasn't all people getting stoned, and I mean, a lot of the people were just they were part of it, but they weren't in the stereotype the way it's portrayed. Just, uh, just want to say that about the hippie. A lot of them had it together. They weren't all messed up.
Well, it was a philosophical movement, and it got hijacked. It got hijacked by
Yeah.
by another net by the way it's happening now, right? The whole movement got hijacked. Same thing happened in the Netherlands. They weren't so much hippies; they were called provos. And after that organization got hijacked, the organizer said, "Guys, Provo doesn't exist anymore. Okay, we've been hijacked." What happened to Greenpeace? What happened to Greenpeace? Everybody that founded Greenpeace is out of the organization. Can you imagine that? Why do you think that all the founders actually left the organization? Why? Well, because they were hijacked. They found out that they were hijacked. That's what happens.
Right? I agree.
It's always the
All
same.
right, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Good night, everyone.
Patrick,
Yeah.
We like the morning streams,
good to
Patrick.
see you all.
All right, good, because I'm thinking about just doing the morning streams here. All right, so like I said, you guys get used to morning time because I probably start doing them more than likely start doing them in the morning now instead of at night because it's just it wears me out at night and I got to get on a schedule to where I'm gonna get some sleep and get a schedule going to where I'm waking up in the morning and going to bed when I should go to bed.
Yeah.
So
sounds like the healthy choice. I'm with you.
yes.
Okay.
All right,
See you
bud.
next
Thanks,
one.
boy. Yep. Have a good day. All right, chat. Take care. I love ya. And I hope you all have a great day or a great night wherever you are. See you guys.